Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here, doing an individual zodiac sign reading for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, check your North Node. I apologize for past 2 days not putting up any content. I can't be on here spitting to you guys about, trusting your feelings and honoring yourself if I'm not doing it myself. And yesterday, tried for a while to put up videos and I was blocked, completely blocked. So I had to take some time and just kind of do me, and feeling much better today. And the day before, I just had a really bad headache and no, not hungover. Without further ado, Spirit, what messages do we have for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising in the sign of Libra. Spirit, what messages do we have for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Libra. Spirit. All right, that feels good. Thank you, thank you. First card, King of Pentacles, Tower, and Heart Space, Seven of Rods, Nine of Rods, possible outcome, Devil, Seven of Swords. Underlying energy, Eight of Cups, which you might not be aware of, 10 of Rods, and the Moon. Libra, I'm not going to lie, this is some heavy, heavy energy here. In your current energy, the King of Pentacles with the Tower. To me, this is something that's happened that has taken away all of what you thought was material success. Something came in and boom. I mean, I don't know, like a divorce where you have to liquidate your thing, between you two, or something has happened and has left you in a financial, like, feeling like what you had gained in financial and material wealth is now gone. And then in your heart space is this, Seven of Rods, Nine of Rods. Feeling like you're constantly defending yourself and very guarded. You're guarding your heart. And that's why the first thing that jumped in my head was like maybe a divorce or separation or something, to where you've built a major wall around your heart so as not to let this happen again. This is like losing all of your possessions from somehow and being mad at the world for it, and now not letting anyone in who tries, because you're not going to let that happen again. And then in your possible outcome, the Devil with the Seven of Swords. This is going to possibly, the way this is progressed, leave you maybe in some not so desirable addictions or things, and I hate using the word addiction over and over again, because the Devil card does not speak solely on things that are addictive like drugs and alcohol. Retreating into any compulsive behaviors that take you away from the pain that's going on externally. And the Seven of Swords with it is that feeling that it's the only way. Like you have no other outlet to reach to. But again, in the Seven of Swords, you see he's only got 5 in his hands. He can't carry them all. It leads to that Two of Swords block. That mental block, cycling around in that same thought process. Now, this is all based in pain. And it's like, I want to say this is a Libra that's putting up a front. Excuse me. Because underlying energy is fear. Lots of fear and secrets, maybe. And then that overly burdened, your heart is overly burdened, Libra. And it's leaving you in these feelings like the Eight of Cups, where you just feel like you have no other option but to run away. Run away into drugs or alcohol, or, hook it up. Any compulsive behavior we do that takes us away from, that soul sign, the soul that has that bright light to shine. It's retreating into a self-defense mechanism, because this Nine of Rods is in your underlying energy. I don't feel like this is burdens that are outside. They're the burdens on your heart. They're emotional burdens and secrets that I feel like you have every right to feel like this. But as I look at the very next card in the underlying energy, it's the Seven of Pentacles. If you really looked back on what's happened and reflected on what you saw coming but ignored maybe, I've been in this exact position where I put myself in situations that I could lose all my stuff. It had nothing to do with nobody there to help me. It had to do with me being in a position in the first place that was, less, lower than my higher good. Feeling like I had no other option, but recognizing also that all of it was necessary, first to make way for new stuff to come in, and second for me to have the opportunity to look back and see my part in it, correct my behavior, and then not find myself in situations like that again. So Libra, I want to say that, this, in the possible outcome, this is not a set in stone thing. This is always possible outcome. We can see that from what's happened, and I'm sorry that this has happened to you. This feeling right here, where you're just constantly like defensive and, just kind of at people, it comes from being hurt. And then that wall around your heart, that is for sure. That is all a self-defense mechanism, because you're hurt. Your heart is overly burdened, and your feelings are, the fleeting feeling of hopelessness, the fear of rejection and denial and all that. I'm going to pull an advice card from my Chapel of the Sacred Mirrors deck by Alex Gray, and see what Spirit has for an advice for Libra here. Spirit, what advice do we have for Libra? Excuse me. Ooh. All right. This is the snapshot inside the actual chapel. I don't know if you can see it really well. That glare is like... Okay. Built by artists, a sanctuary bringing heaven and earth. Built by artists, a sanctuary bridging heaven and earth. A womb for the gestation of the awakening human spirit. A conversation that plants a seed of liberation in the mind stream of the viewer. Source of self-reflectivity and inner reflectivity. Between resonant nodes of a community. Mission to open the eyes of our heart and transfigure the world with compassion. Jewel in the universal mind's lotus. Refuge for tolerance. Encouragement of wild creative divinity. Gift of love. Reflection community. So this is kind of speaking into this heart space energy that I have here for this Libra. It's not a way of building a wall around your heart, but bridging into what your experience can help other people get through when they're going through something similar. So once you can, see the purpose, once you see the reason you had to go through this, recognizing that nothing happens in God's world by mistake, that this was something necessary that had to happen to open your eyes, not leave you sitting feeling like, you're just this deceptive and addicted kind of thing that has to cope with, addictive measures, but that you have something to heal through and then turn around and help the next person that's going through the same thing with. That it's actually a gift. Although it may not feel like it at the time, this is an opportunity to learn about yourself. So I hope this has helped, Libra. I'll see you next time.